broadcast live.
I used to be their pride and their joy. Now I'm the one the industry is keen to avoid.
We out here, post Philip Orlando. Congratulations, 90% filled. I just want to say that because some people are so sensitive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we fill it up, man.
You know what? I wrote an article about it, and then
Ayo, slick, man. People always gonna talk. You know what I'm saying? It's like, imagine if I just did 10,000. People are gonna talk and say, yo, you failed. But, yo, imagine you did 10,000. But that's the thing about people. It's like, they don't care like what you did. They'll always talk. You know what I'm saying? It's like I did the Dome. They thought I wasn't gonna do it. I did it. And then it was like, yo, but your music, but your raps, but you know what I'm saying? And then I rapped all year. Then it's like, so man, why do you keep on filling up venues when I did Orlando? It's like they always talk. So I think the less attention we pay to people who talk, critique with no substance, the better.
So you
think that, there'll be something like, 30-something thousand people in a stadium for a South African act? Hell no. So I don't see it like that. We did it.
I agree, and I think that it's one thing. I'll give you an analogy. I wrote this. I said Madison Square takes 20,000 people. You double that up, right? On top of that, I also said that I wrote a whole article about how Philip Orlando is black excellence. I'm gonna send you the link on that. But when you saw that stadium filled, though, were you nervous this year?
This year was very nerve-wracking because of the expectations that the Dome created. Because the Dome was easy because nobody knew I was gonna do that. Like the actual show, the Dome was easy because it was exciting. It had never been done. People wanted to be there. Orlando Stadium was difficult because people expected me to do it because I had done the Dome already. So it was like, it was during the exams. There was so many things going on. Politics, like the country's in a heavy state right now. So it was very difficult to sell tickets. It was very difficult to create the show because people just saw the elevating stage and then they saw Kanye do it, and people were like, what is he gonna do now that Kanye is gonna buy it? And so we had to kind of calm ourselves down and say, yo, let's just make it a beautiful presentation of just arty looking, production, and make it tighter. Let's come with the band, make it more musical so we can freestyle a little bit more and use the artists a bit more. Like last year I had a lot of my friends perform before me. This year I brought them on stage with me, so we share the moment together. They get to perform with the lights with me, and we had a lot of fun.
I saw this year you got a lot of overwhelming support from guys that are not in your camp. Last year you had a lot of people that are, Anatis, typically in your camp, Ricky, typically in your, even though they're not in your camp, they're your associates and affiliates. But we saw a lot of artists who are not really directly linked to you actually performing there. The support, how overwhelming was that for you this year?
It was dope, man. And there was a time where I had 3,000 tickets sold, but everyone was tweeting about the Orlando Stadium, all the rappers and stuff. And I said to myself, yo, even if we didn't fill it up, you know what I'm saying, just to see everybody united, it was really dope for me. But I almost tweeted that, but I was like, I might just mess up people's minds and think, yo, we're not gonna go there, this guy's happy. So I just let it go. And I never said that, but I was already happy. Before we passed the 20,000 mark, I was already happy just from the support of everyone. And I think I'd have to give credit to VG, our relationship and doing a song together. I think that's what sparked, opened the doors for everybody, made it more comfortable for everybody to reach out from his camp. And all the DJs as well made a great effort because it also started with the DJs. Those were the first people within South African hip hop to actually tweet about it and push, and they had this whole gym session that they created for me with Milkshake, and so everybody who initiated like South African hip hop and just South African music coming behind me, shout out to them. Ambitious, but that was just them. They never. Thank you, thank you. You ambitious. A couple companies. I saw a lot of entrepreneurs as well. Like there's this dude called Prince, Matthew Mensah, and so many people, man. I was just like, even if we did not have the success that we fortunately had, I was already happy. I was still gonna perform with a smile on my face, knowing that my brainchild had created some sort of unity in the game, and everybody came together for a great cause. I was very happy.
But I mean, I think the biggest statement of unity was after party, you and AKA. You know what I mean?
For me, and I keep on saying this, everybody's interviewing me. That was not a moment for me, because me and AKA had already spoken. The moment happened for me. We sat. There was nobody. There was no pictures taken. That was the moment when me and him spoke about it, and we decided, yo, we're cool, and we've been cool ever since. A few weeks later, we were in LA together. Nobody knows. We never took. Well, there's a video somewhere, on someone's phone, and shout out to that person for not posting it. But we're like, me and AK were like in LA, drunk, talking shit, and for me, those were the moments, like the moments that people never got to see, cause.
How long ago was this though?
When were we in LA? June? Yeah, like June. So it's been months. Me and Keenan have been cool for months.
But you know how big that thing was? There was a talk of surprise act. And the talk of the surprise act, we're like, yo, it's going to be crazy if AKA jumps on stage.
The funny thing is, I wanted to do that before him tweeting, and I said, I told my manager, say, it would be crazy if we brought out Keenan, but I made a conscious decision months ago just to let the thing with Keenan just be natural, let it not be about hype, let it not be about trying to create moments for South African hip hop, like that picture, like
the picture in the pool.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but that picture at Taboo was him. He asked to come over. It's crazy because on Composure say, "Why are you coming up to my table without asking?" He asked to come to my table, and I said it was cool. I was happy. He came. He said, "Yo, congrats, whatever." We had a little chat. That was not formulated. You know what I'm saying? That was real. He wanted to come up. It was cool. Someone took a picture and it ended up on the net, and that's cool for me. You know what I mean? There was not me trying to create a moment. People appreciated it, and I mean, unity is powerful, man. No matter how you look at it, for me it might not have been a moment. For him, it might not have been a moment, but it created a moment for South African hip hop. People will always remember that picture. Like I see so many like animated pictures of me and him now. It's dope.
So it's true. It's correct to say, genuinely, you weren't sitting comfortable with this thing as it was happening all the time.
I even said it on my low, man, like that. I said I can't go out no more. I can't handle the energy. I can't go out no more. I got too many enemies. Like I couldn't handle the energy anymore. That's when I stopped. I said, you know what? Honestly, I'm not coping with this thing. Like, every time I heard Composure in the club, it was just like, oh man, here we go again. You know what I'm saying? Like there were like so many fights. People never got to see. One time the DJ played Composure in the club at my party, and then I was out there with like my hood niggas. Then they wanted to fight. Then I'm in the middle of this whole thing, and I was just like, man, you know what? I can't handle this thing, man. The best thing for me is just to genuinely let it go so that nothing affects me. So when I hear the song now, I dance. It's like it doesn't mean anything to me because I'm cool. I'm cool now. You know, I couldn't handle the energy anymore.
I mean, the fact that, and I can guess that because the fact that you actually, you know, when you like don't want to do things for the public, because you always feel like it's because of the public I'm not in this comfortable space. But if I could just find peace with this guy on my own, I feel that would be more powerful. You know what I mean? If you,
That's why I never posted the picture. I never retweeted the picture. I never liked any tweets about the picture. I don't entertain it at all because I'm cool with Keenan and I don't have a problem with him, and that's what matters to me. So I'm not out here trying to show the public that it's like,
it's personal.
yeah, personally I'm cool with him. So it's cool, like, not just him, everybody else. You know, me doing a song with VG, that's me saying, yo, I'm cool with everybody. I try to call KO for the show. There were a couple of complications. I wanted KO to come out at Orlando, but I actually wanted him to be part of it for real. Not even like surprise act. I wanted him to be announced and say, you know, KO is part of it. So just to show everyone that, yo, everybody's cool. You know, so I think a lot of times we do things just for the hype, and the message gets lost.
Look, it's you get a level of a success, you build success, and you get everything you thought that you'd never get in your life, but in your heart you don't have peace. And I think you've been blessed that you had everything that you probably never dreamed you could ever get. But in your heart you'd sit there and you go, but I can't enjoy it because I don't have peace. And that was it. And like, it's a game you love.
I was even scared of celebrating because I was scared of offending some people. You know, it's like now you're just like trapped in this little room of
Guilt.
I wouldn't say guilt, but like trapped in assumptions, because I was assuming what people would say or think, or you know, but in reality it wasn't. It was just an illusion. That's not how it was. But because I wasn't cool with, if I wasn't cool with someone or I wasn't cool with something, then it was affecting me. But as soon as I made peace with it, then everything just, you know, came together, and it didn't matter anymore. My success wasn't a diss to anybody's life anymore. It was just me inspiring kids in South Africa. We back here. Everybody loves Cassper again. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it going.
Where's the ponytail?
It's gone. I'm saying change, bro. Like,
why?
Complete change. I'm a new person. Like,
you lose weight and then and then you sell out the ponytail like that.
Girlfriends, everything, bro. Change my phone, dog. I'm just a new person. I'm very happy. I'm in a very good place. You know, yo, man. I took a picture with MT at the show and I posted it today, and people were like, yo, the future. I'm like, man, it's like I'm seen as a new guy now again. And I'm like, yo, that's so dope that people don't see me as an OG. Because people were like trying to box me into this OG thing 2 albums later, and I'm like, how can I be the OG? You know what I'm saying? I'm new, so it's dope that people see me as same level as MT or Nasty, or it's like I'm a new guy now, so it's dope.
But you are making OG moves, you know, groundbreaking moves. We had my big interview, my theme of an interview, because this time I wasn't backstage. I was like, you know, we are front stage at the crowds. But my theme, my theme was if someone else says they big, right, but they don't put their money down to prove that they big, how big are they? Because you've just done that. So does that make you the biggest artist, you know? And everybody I spoke to said right now, you are the biggest artist in the country. So that just goes to, that's literally like in the urban market, you're the biggest artist in the country. Now, this is what does. Your moves are so OG that like now everybody's not just following your music, they're following your moves. The last time I spoke to you, you said you don't want to be a lifestyle brand. But now you're a brand that's groundbreaking. You're a brand that brings people together. So every move of yours, like obviously music will always be at the center. You always have to think big. You always think about how am I moving. You are credible as a groundbreaker. Some people say they're going to do it. We say, yeah, sure. Some people got 1 million followers. We say, yeah, sure. What does that mean? But you are a credible groundbreaker. So people aren't calling you OG for the years you've been around. They're calling you OG because your moves are OG. So right now, everything that you're doing, you're a credible groundbreaker. You're a credible guy that we go, he's going to make it happen. So you must remember, all the time you make a move, everybody's watching and following. Know what I mean? That's what you've become. And not young people only. Everybody. Everybody. That's what you've become. And you know, because you've become that, it was you who had the heart to go, you know what, I've got everything, but my heart is not happy. You humbled yourself with everything, and you never used your material things to go, I got this, so I don't need to make peace with these cats, you know. You humbled yourself, and you probably have more than most of the guys. You humbled yourself, and you said, you know what, I want peace. I want us to build. That's a power.
Yeah, I wouldn't say anything about like people following me or anything, cause you know I've had a funny relationship with Amu throughout my career, but he was at the Dome, he was at Orlando Stadium. Not everyone can have tickets tipped. Like he buys tickets and he supports. And I saw his interview. He said, "Don't pay attention to the love or the hate, cause the hate will frustrate you and depress you, and the love will give you a big hit." And that was so profound. I was like, damn, I might even bite it as it is and put on a song. So I wouldn't want to say anybody copies me or follows me.
No. Not copy. As in, you give us hope. You motivate us to go.
I wouldn't want to. Whatever you said, I wouldn't want to say it.
Let that get to your head.
It's like, you know what? I just need to keep doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Because if people are saying or thinking that, then you know I'm clearly doing something right. But what I got wrong for a couple of months, somewhere in my career, is that I got caught up in the yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like people are saying so many crazy things, like yeah, I did that. And then you forget that, wait, man, people are actually talking about my work. So I forgot to work. And then, you know, it got fuzzy a bit, but I'm just lucky enough. I was telling my manager, I'm lucky like that I got a hold of it quickly, and I went back into studio. I made music, which is the core of what I do. And when you look at, let's say, top 10 biggest records, SA hip hop this year, and you look at the most common feature, that's me. Why? I woke up, I said I need to get back in the studio and remember what I'm here for, which is making music. I made music, then I got back to, okay, how do we sell this music? How do we change the game again? Then everything fell into place. Now we're back at where I was last year after doing the Dome. Only difference is no beef, no diss record,
no vacation,
so no girlfriend stress. Just positive vibes. I put out a new song, Abashwe. No hate tweets. It was the first time in my career where I searched and I couldn't find one person saying I don't like the song or I like the beat, but like nobody. And we're in a great place, man. And I just need to carry on making this music. I'm about to finish the album soon. We're gonna use Jonathan's picture as the album cover, so everything's coming together well, man.
Yo, thanks, yo. We out here with the homeboy Cassper.
Make sure you go and get the Fill Up the Dome DVDs in stores right now. If you don't have the Fill Up the Dome DVD, you need to get that. It's a piece of history, you know what I'm saying? I think it's the greatest African DVD of all time. Entertainment, go check it. If you don't agree, that's cool, but, just go buy it.
At least you got it.
At least you bought it.
Yo, straight up, homie, just to close it up, the only reason you woke up is because your job is not done yet. It's because you haven't done everything yet. It's because you're not.
The beginning, man. It is only the beginning. Only, like humble. Like a lot of people see me as like, oh, you changed the game. This is humble beginning. Like humble. You guys are gonna look at these interviews and think, yo, this guy comes that far. That's how far I'm going. You're gonna look at FNB Stadium and think, I can't believe Cassper comes from making, doing a show for 65,000 people to doing 300,000 people in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? So that's how far I'm going.
Well, people won't believe. Like I said, I got that interview when you're backstage opening up for Squatter Camp, and you're like, yo, and I was talking about like Kusheshe, and you're like, nah, Kusheshe is not even the song. I got this other song called Dog Cheveleza, and I think that song is gonna be the one. It's gonna be big. And you weren't even like, I think. I was like, yo, Kusheshe is doing well. You're like, I'm not too happy. Yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Like a week before the Hip Hop Awards, right? And I said I'm gonna win all 4.
But you also said like, yo, Dog Cheveleza is gonna be, and I've tested it with the people. And no, man, God listens. There's a lot more waiting for you. That's you were gonna be.
I just need to keep my relationship with God, very strong, and do as right as I can. Take the right decisions, and He will always, always, always provide. Like you guys don't understand how much stress I go through before you guys see the success. You know what I'm saying, guys? Selling 30,000 tickets is not a joke. It is not a joke. And this year was $300. That's a lot of money for people to pay for a South African show, period. There's no show where people pay 300 rand for a general access in South Africa. No.
I just want to ask you, and you don't have to tell me the figures. How much of your money did you spend this year? Did you spend any of your money this year?
Yeah, I spent about 2 million of my money.
And like the rest was with the partners that came in.
The rest of the partners came through. They came through hard, man. Shout out to MTN, Department of Arts and Culture was such a great help. A lot of other sponsors that Tilly was dealing with, but MTN and Department of Arts and Culture was the biggest. Shout out to SABC One that came through, pushed us with the adverts as well. Bro. It was crazy, man. But I still had to put out my own money, show people I'm serious, and we survived, man.
You made a profit.
For the first time, it was the first event in my life where I actually made a little profit, and it felt good, because it's been 2-3 years, making events, making great losses, but people turning up, people having fun. My tour, we lost about 3 million on the tour. So it was the first time we actually, make a profit, and it felt good. It was a little profit, but it was like, people are starting to get it. So, we're getting somewhere. We'll get to a point where I have a dream of working out, with like 40 mil out of a show, and for Jay-Z it's nothing, but for me, it's like a dream of a night like that. So we're working on it.
Yo, it's gonna happen, B. It's gonna happen.
And, I really have to stress, man, everyone who bought a ticket, I really appreciate it, because without you, none of this would have been possible. You guys don't get enough credit. You guys are the superstars, because you guys fill up that venue. If I was alone in that venue, I would have looked stupid. So everyone who bought tickets, like, you don't understand how much it means to me. You don't understand how much you've done for the culture of South African hip-hop. You can say you played a part in, shifting the culture, in putting South African hip-hop on the map in the world. They know of us in New York. Kanye knows there's a guy called Cassper Nyovest because of you. You know what I'm saying? Charlemagne the God knows because of you. Because you buy tickets and you support what we do. And it's not only for me, it's for our country, it's for our culture. So you guys are the superstar. You've written your name as well in the history books. Don't give me all the credit.
They're gonna tell the kids that they were there.
Yes. You're gonna be that guy who says, no, you were there. Some of you will be lying, it's fine. But those who were actually there, I appreciate it a lot.
Yo, shout out to homeboy Cassper. Always a pleasure, man. More is gonna happen. We're gonna be speaking more as you go higher. Everything you've talked about happened, my G.
FNB next year, FNB. They say it's 90,000, but the stage I want to build is so big that it's gonna be 65,000. Can only accommodate. So the stage that I'm doing next year, I want people to faint. That's what I want. At least 20.
Including Kanye.
No, Kanye is my guy, man. Leave Kanye alone. No, me and Kanye will talk. We'll talk soon.
And you will.
We will, definitely.
Yo, out here with the homeboy Cass.
I see myself talking to Kanye now, but let's tell the truth. Like,
Hey, come on. Yo, it's my G. Get the merchandise also. Cassper Nyovest, the DVD's out, the album is coming. Yo, greatness all the time. Thanks, my G.
Broadcast live